Greetings everyone and welcome to another video in the I Wish series, a series in which I buy things off Wish and see if they're any good. Most of the time they're pretty crap, and today's offering didn't come off Wish, but this item is available on Wish, Joom, Amazon, AliExpress, all of those sort of sites that sell cheap garbage. I actually had to do a bit of digging to find this smartphone because it's disappeared off Wish, and then once I typed in the phone on Google, it then appears on Wish everywhere now, so I can't escape it. Also, is this better to hide my hands? Because a lot of people want that, so let's just do that. But anyways, full disclaimer, do not buy phones off Wish. These unbranded devices are nothing but problems, nothing but troubles. You are much better going with something offered from Xiaomi or Oppo, Nokia, Umidigi. There's plenty of brands out there that have reputable reviews, as opposed to these things with just random customer reviews saying, yeah, it's a good phone. Yeah, it's fine. I actually go through the whole process of having a look at these phones, dissecting them bit by bit to see if they're anything close to what the listings actually say they are, and as you all know, majority of the time, they are far from what is advertised, so thus false advertising. So anyways, what we're having a look at today is a Vivo X23, but it's not a Vivo X23, it's a ripoff of a Vivo X23. It's called an X23 smartphone, actually, according to Wish. It is the 2019 X23 smartphone, Android 9.1 phone with 6GB plus 128GB, full 6.2-inch, ultra-thin face, fingerprint, unlock, Android, octa-core, dual SIM card, support T-card, dual rear, 8MP plus 16MP HD phones. Phones. There's only one, but hey, phones, man, phones. This is rated 3.5 stars with 198 reviews, and people seem to be quite happy with it, which is surprising. And this phone supposedly has 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, and yeah, well, we know that's not true. As per tradition with my videos, I like to have a look at the listing to see if there's anything funny, so let's have a look at the listing properly. Picture-wise, it's the Android 9.1 Hot Sales X23 6.2-inch 6 plus 128GB. It's got a 6,000 mAh battery installed in it, which, okay, yeah, fair enough. Dual SIM card, ultra-thin 7.1mm with fingerprint and Face ID. So there is a bit of a funny story with this phone. I actually didn't get it from Wish. I got it from Cash Converters. So I saved someone the hassles of actually buying it from Cash Converters. And I paid $10 for it. I think it's worth it, it's justified, but I'll explain a little bit more about it later on. You can get this in red, blue and black if you want. They all look basically the same shimmery, shiny goodness, just photoshopped. The screen is a new generation of water droplets full screen. Give you a zero vision visual experience. Sounds nice. Extreme speed fingerprint unlocking, instant unlocking, wonderful. Soon very beautiful, very comfortable. Quickly unlock in 0.1 seconds to easily defend your mobile phone. The good thing is if you're getting mugged, you have 0.1 seconds to react to someone trying to steal your smartphone, and then you're defending your smartphone. Just don't worry, it's fine. Strong 10-core processor reshaping Android resource scheduling mechanism, greatly reducing the probability of stagnation crashes. We've heard this before. Hey, snatch red packets faster, we've seen that before, but it's a 6GB plus 128GB 10-core. Yes. Just yes. We have 16 million HD rear cameras. Of course, we have 16 million of them. I see 2 on the back and 1's fake, but, you know, 16 million is perfectly fine. Android 9.1 system. The system is based on the deep development of Android system, more perfect and smoother, support various software and development download. I love the space between development. We can't fit it, it's fine. The front camera is an 8MP one equipped with AI beauty technology for different scenes, and oh my god, there's also a rejuvenating camera. Okay. I love that notch as well, by the way. That notch looks really, really iffy. It doesn't look what I have any. That's fine, okay. 6GB plus 128GB with the PUBG thing going on. I think it's PUBG. No. Yeah, no, I don't know. 6GB big memory and 128GB storage space, ensuring smooth loading of screens, common game process, resident in the background, quickly switch to other applications in seconds, and are not afraid of being killed even if hung up for a long time. Holy moly, okay. Ultra thin 7.1mm. Yep, with a micro arc design. Yeah, okay. It supports Facebook. I love that the feature says it supports Facebook. Every phone released from the last, 12 years has had support for Facebook. So I don't know why they're saying it's a new feature, but anywho. It's got Wi-Fi, which is good. I'm glad it's got Wi-Fi. It supports YouTube as well, which, once again, that's also a feature on an Android phone, having YouTube, but okay. It claims it does 4G, and you can have dual nano SIMs, or a micro SD card and a SIM card. You've got zero photosensitive face recognition, and just have a pause and read some of these, man. This is crazy. 6,000 milliamp hour, high density and large capacity battery with strong endurance and full energy at all times. Lets you bid farewell to electricity, anxiety, and told you good time. Oh, I didn't read that. I so did not read that. And the 6.2-inch drop screen, like a drop of water. Each screen is a new experience, and just, it's small and light, and it's like a water drop. It's, yeah, okay, great. Alright, good. And then the description itself just pretty much shows all the stuff. We've got a 1660 by 1080 screen, it reckons. It's a bit strange. The dual rear cameras and one front camera. At least they say it has a dual one this time around. And there's a couple of precautions here as well, like try to avoid long-term calls, watching videos, playing games, and playing with your phone while charging. It is recommended to use headphones when talking. It is normal for the phone body to be hot. I'm glad, so when it catches on fire, it's perfectly fine. This is a feature. This is a complete feature on this one. The contents of the package say it comes with the phone, charger, USB earphone, user manual, and earphone. And unfortunately, I didn't get none of that. I just got a phone. So I saved someone the hassles because I bought this from Cash Converters, and saved someone buying this, taking it home, and going, why isn't it doing this? Why isn't it doing that? Because it's going to be a pretty terrible welcome device as per usual. But anyways, enough rambling of the listing. Let's have a look at the device itself. Now, it has a screen protector on here because it has been used. Someone was using this device and they'd sold it to Cash Converters because they didn't want to see any more of this and they didn't want to burn it. They should have burnt it, but hey, they got like $5 or $10 for this thing. Anywho, this is the phone here, ripping off a Vivo X23, which, by the way, this is what the Vivo X23 looks like. Can you see the similarities? You can, yeah, okay, cool. And yeah, there's a bit of a bezel going on there. You got the teardrop notch. There's a little earpiece just up there. 6.2-inch display. I'd probably say that is about correct. I might keep the screen protector on there, to be fairly honest. Actually, I might take it off. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We've got an all-plastic build, of course, which, is it? It's actually kind of solid, to be honest. Actually, you know why it's solid? For the first time ever, on a cheap welcome device, this actually has 2 screws holding this together. It is a plastic body, but it actually has 2 screws holding it together. That may seem like absolutely nothing, but for a welcome device, that's actually quality right there. Got a micro USB port as well as speaker grills, but I think there's only one firing speaker. I would assume so anyways. The body is this sort of gradient red to a purple sort of thing. Actually, we'll just take the back sticker off. First, before we take the back sticker off, here's the Cash Converters price tag. Now, it says it's a Vivo X23, which clearly isn't. And someone's written on here, feel free to turn on YouTube subtitles and see what that comes up with. But, yeah, they've wrote yeah, and the IMEI information's all rubbed off, so don't worry about that. But I did not pay $9.99 for this. I paid $10 for it because it was deemed faulty. And I'll tell you why it was faulty. So, let's take that off, actually, so we can see the gorgeous rear cover in all its wonderful glory. Actually, it doesn't look half bad, to be honest. Ooh. Hey, that's kind of nice looking, I gotta say. My God, this is probably the best looking welcome device I have ever seen. Holy moly. Look at it all. I'm fairly sure the back is plastic. Let me just check this, just so I'm not eating my words. The back is glass. This might actually be the most well-constructed welcome device we're ever going to have a look at. That is amazing. But the sides are plastic. Yes, they're plastic. Okay, enough of that. I can't get over how nice that looks. I can see why it's rated 3.5 stars on Wish now. But we've got the rear cameras just there. One is a fake one and one is a real one. You can have a debate in the comments if you want to tell me which one's the real one and which one's the fake one. I'm going to guess the top one, just to be safe. We've got a LED flash there, the fingerprint scanner just on the back there as well. At the top of the device, we have a headphone jack. And then going around the sides of the device, we have our volume rockers as well as our power button and SIM card tray just there. And we can pop that out, why not? Because it's just the one that supports a nano SIM and a micro SD card, or dual nano SIMs if you want. We're going to put a SIM card and a micro SD card just in there. Is it even going to... Maybe it's upside down? No? Maybe it just doesn't want to go back in. Nope, that's fine. Nope. Oh, no. There we go. Okay. Now, if you are new to the channel, you probably are wondering, is the X23 on this any significance or anything like that? Well, if you actually have a look up here, there's 2 videos. One is the X27 Plus, and the other is the X21 Plus. which you'd think by numbers it would be X21 being the lowest, X27 being the highest, but no. The X27 is the lowest one, X21 Plus being half decent, and this one may be the best one out of them. So there you go for numbering systems. Anyways, enough rambling and talking and all that sort of thing. Let's go ahead and power on this shimmery, shiny, actually, that's probably worth it just there. Power on this wonderful Wacom device in all of its glory. Is it charged? It should be. Yep, there we go. The usual sound. Dun, 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 dun. That's close enough. No? Maybe? Sometime this year? Alrighty, booting the phone up, we get that wonderful car wallpaper, which we've seen before on a couple of devices. But, yes, Optus, 4G. So, yeah, okay. It says here fingerprint long press to unlock, which you'd think, hey, there's an underscreen fingerprint scanner, like on the actual Vivo X23 Plus itself, except, no, this is just a... like that. And to prove that theory, there you go. Cash Converter sold this as faulty because they couldn't unlock it. They got it and they went, it's faulty. They didn't even think to go. So I ended up getting it for $10, which is perfectly fine. But anyways, all booted up. Here it is. What does it look like? Probably marshmallow. Maybe lollipop. Probably lollipop. Can't scroll along. Okay. Basic home screen. Nothing really spectacular going on there. You can see the notch sort of thing there. Going on there. 100% battery life as well, by the way. Okay, which is good. And yes, it currently is 3:32 AM. And I'm recording a video because, sure, why not? Alright, well, let's have a squiz through this phone and see what it's capable of doing. Probably not a lot, but you've got backup and restore, calculator, calendar, camera, clock, contacts, downloads, email, Facebook, FaceLock, file manager, FM radio, gallery, Gmail, Google, messaging, music, phone, Play Store, search, settings, SIM toolkit, sound recorder, voice search, WhatsApp, and YouTube. All the basic apps loaded on here. Nothing has changed, so we're going to just jump straight into settings and have a look. So we've got a very, yeah, either lollipop or marshmallow, either one. That looks probably, maybe lollipop, I'd say. Could be wrong there. Alright, anyways, within settings, Wi-Fi, we will connect to that very soon. Turbo download, sure thing. Bluetooth, yep. SIM cards, yes, all good. Cellular data, yes, that's all good. Data usage, yep. So we'll come straight to cellular networks and see if we get a 4G signal, even though it says preferred network type and all that sort of thing. Never believe that. Always check available networks and see if it comes up with a 4G available network, which most of the time is probably not, but I may eat my words here. You never know. Could this be the first 4G smartphone off Wish? Or the first Wacom phone that has 4G? I'd be genuinely surprised if it is. Nope, it's 3G. Oh well, debunk that one very quickly. Display, we have mirror vision, brightness level, all that sort of stuff. Let's have a look at the wallpapers, actually. See what the default ones are. Allow Launcher 3 to access photos, media, and files on your device. Yes, okay. Sure thing. Car, pink, blue, place, blue, sky, purple, blue, back of the phone, country roads, blue, more things, another car, and, oh, black hole, bubbles. Remember these? Remember these, folks? I do. Oh, man. Oh, my God, look at that 3D. That lag. Alright, cool. I'm going to go with the back of the phone. There we go. That's the one I want. Otherwise, nothing interesting in there. Sound and notification. Do we really need to have a look at the ringtones? No, we don't. But sound enhancement, we've got the best audio, best loudness, and best surround. All the good stuff that MediaTek has to offer. And Wacom devices, of course. I know Wacom isn't actually a manufacturer of phones. It's just the greeting that comes up. But it's just a joke that I've just ran along with for all this time, so it's fine. Coming into apps, let's have a look at all of these system apps. Now, I'm going to just scroll through these, and if you see anything dodgy, feel free to let me know down in the comments below. But I'll see if I see anything that may look dodgy. If I can run a virus test, I will. If not, it's fine, we can just guess. The Fwook plugin. Don't know what that is, but okay. Sorry, I might be scrolling a little bit too fast. You may have to pause here and there. NFC service. Okay, NFC, man. But there's no NFC on this. How many phone managements? Yep. Okay. System UI. Oh, marshmallow. 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 turbo download, terminal service, validation tools, wireless update, YGPS, and all that sort of thing. So if you've seen anything in there that looks dodgy, let me know. Alrighty, storage and USB, internal storage, 100. Wait, this one's 256 gig? Hang on a second. What? Maybe it was offered in a 256 gig variant, which probably is an 8 gig variant, but anyways, we'll test all that when we get to the specs, but my SD card's 8 gig, which is probably the storage capacity in this, to be fairly honest. Battery is 99%, which is good, but there's nothing else about it. That's fine. Running memory. It says we have 6 gigs of RAM, which is what it said in the listing. Average memory use is 605 meg. If this is 2 gigs of RAM, I'd be surprised. I think I've had only 2 devices off Wish that were only 2 gigs of RAM, so hey, prove me wrong, phone. Yep, location, security. So it does have Fingerprint, which is the on-screen one, but also, if you've forgotten, there's also that one on the back, so we will test that. We will see what that does. Accounts, Google, all that sort of thing, accessibility, blah, 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 about phone. Alright, so here's what we want to see. So it's the X23, Android 9.1, so we'll Easter egg that stuff. Pi, that doesn't work. That's good. Off to a great start. Screen resolution is there, 2560 by 1600, so it's different to the listing that I found. But obviously over time, different versions of this phone have surfaced with different listings saying it's got this and that, and it doesn't have anything. It's just the same base model for everything. 6 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage. The security patch level is January 5, 2019. It's a bit strange. Kernel version, build number, and custom build version. We're going to enable developer options. Sorry, I pressed the wrong one. There we go. There we go. We're now a developer. Great. And then coming into SIM status, it shows that it is 3G. Where's the serial number? There's a serial number. 01234567898 ABCDEF. Great. As per usual. So I'm going to connect to a Wi-Fi network. Going to do a wireless update. And then we'll do the security stuff. And then we'll start installing a bunch of apps and testing this thing out. Because it's getting a bit hot. Just a little bit. It's fine. Okay, well, I was going to say, does the sound even work? Yes, the sound does work. Also, a lot of people have mentioned about the whole 5G being advertised on wish listings, referring to 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. But I don't think that's the case. They want you to believe that it's actually got an actual 5G radio built into the unit, but that's not the case at all. And this one has 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, so I'll connect to my fastest one, Pizza Hut. That was a bit strange. I didn't want to connect to my 5 gigahertz network, but instead just went to the 2.4. That's fine, it'll do. Alright, straight down to about phone. Let's do the wireless update, see what it comes up with. A new version is being detected. Is the latest version. Oh. Detection of update. Oh. So then the next thing I want to do is come to security, and I want to see if the fingerprint on the back actually is a fingerprint scanner or not. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, on the back of the phone, yes, I have done that. Yes, okay, it's working, it's doing something. I think this is actually a legit fingerprint scanner like on the X21 Plus. Go on, prove me wrong. Remember that 0.1 seconds of unlocking time? It's half reasonable. Not the fastest thing in the world. You know, it's reasonable. So if I use another finger, we'll unlock. No. Well, there you go. It's actually a legit fingerprint scanner, which is quite funny that they have an on-screen one, and then they have the rear... Okay. Yep, just agree with it. Just completely agree with it. It's fine. The next thing I want to do is log into my burner Gmail account, just so then we've got access to the Play Store and all that sort of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then we will start testing out this phone properly. Oh, my internet's gone out. My internet's gone out. Fuck's sakes. The reason why I'm having so many issues is because my internet has decided to just stuff up randomly at 3:47 AM. That's fine. I'll just connect to my phone. That's probably not a good idea, but it's fine. Let me try that wireless update again, just in case. No, okay. Fair. Alright, we have sorted out our technical difficulties. Everything seems to be good, so now we can come into the phone and start testing it. The first thing I actually want to do is open up the camera. Ooh, 446,952 shots we've got available. That's a lot. So you've got a basic layout on here, nothing special. The peace sign, HDR, flash. You can switch the camera to the front and go, hello. Yep, that's the one. In settings, we've got pretty much What does it say? Oh, we've got a couple of options here. Picture size 16 megapixels, yes. The video has EIS, and the video quality we're going to set to fine if we can. Yes, we can. Alrighty. Well, since it's currently almost 4 AM, I'm not going to do any video tests or camera tests now. Oh, I think it does autofocus somewhat. So I'll take some photos and videos in the next couple of days and edit it all in so it's all seamless and stuff like that. Well, anyways, enjoy what you're about to see. Just before we jump into the camera test, I just want to let you all know that the back camera on this is kind of stuffed. It doesn't autofocus. It tries to, as you've seen just before, but it doesn't actually autofocus because the mechanism inside of the camera is actually faulty. It's been dropped or something like that at one point and it's just dead. So the first lot of images are blurry and then the front camera's okay. So just letting you all know before you jump into the comments and go, hey, look, this looks blurry, he doesn't know how to take photos, all that sort of thing. All right, enjoy. This camera test is going to be fairly short because autofocus does not work. Seems like it was dropped and the autofocus mechanism doesn't work in it or something like that. It was like this when I tried it earlier as well, before I did the teardown, and it's exactly the same even if I touch the screen. It doesn't autofocus. If I go straight in, you can see the detail, and straight out you can't. So yeah, the rear cameras are lacking. I put EIS on as well and it seems to be working, but yeah, unfortunately it's just not exactly the greatest. And I'm talking a little bit slurred, and that's because I just had a tooth out, so I'm in quite a lot of pain, but I'm alright, I'm good. See, I can still smile barely. But if that gives you a rough idea of what the front camera can do. I stuffed around with the camera for about 2 seconds and I believe it's going to be absolutely terrible. So future me, let me know if it is terrible or not, but otherwise I won't comment on it just now. I just want to address the screen resolution as well, by the way. Even though it's got the pretty scratched screen protector on there, you can kind of see it's not exactly the best LCD out there. It's not super crystal clear. It's probably 720p, maybe. We will see when we get to the specs. I'll open up the browser. Allow browser to access your contacts. Nope. Allow browser to access photos, media, or not? Nope. Nope. Just no. No to everything. Oh, it's okay. But it's the standard crappy browser. Never ask again. You've got Hio123, Baidu, all that sort of thing. But I don't think we're going to use that. If I open up YouTube, can we go straight through? Okay. So if we come into here and clear these two, like so, YouTube should open up first go now. That. I've just realized I have to go into the Play Store to download YouTube and stuff like that. I mean, I could just go through the Google app just here and do it all. Maybe. Will it even open? There we go. I'll try Face Lock real quickly, just for the whole sake of it. Oh, there it is there. Face. Just called Face. Oh, look at that. It's got a little smiley face. Instructions. Oh, I want to see it. Oh, okay. We've seen that before. That's okay. Unlock. Oh, okay. That's a bit mean looking. Alright. There you go. My ugly mug is enrolled. I've got a hoodie on because it's very cold. So let's see if it detects my face. Detect my ugly mug. Yay, it worked. Hey, that's kind of cool. Alright, I've kind of stuffed this up now. Even though I've got face unlock off, my ugly mug is still there. I'll factory reset the phone afterwards, that's fine. Alright, so using the Google app, if I type in X23 smartphone, oh, this is pretty laggy, but that's okay. And I've typed in smartphones, but it's close enough. It crashed. Off to a good start. I'll update YouTube and we'll try a YouTube video. Alright, with YouTube being updated and open, let's see my latest video, which looks absolutely terrible. Let's have a look and see what this looks like. Let's do the quality to 480p. Okay. I think they're vibrating. Why do they smell like they're burning? Oh, That's right, I'll just keep it plugged in, that's fine. They can catch on fire, I don't mind. Just like with every Wish device, it will probably catch on fire. Okay, so YouTube does work at 480p, which is not that surprising. 480p is basically nothing. So, no, that's fine. It's good. It passes that test. Internet browsing doesn't work because it just crashes, and I'm not going to install Chrome because you get the whole idea of it. You just want to see the specs and if this thing can do gaming and all that sort of thing. I just want to tear this device straight down, but we'll go and have a look and see if we can get some apps off the Play Store, like Call of Duty. If we can get Call of Duty on this. This means it might have 2 gigs of RAM. Holy moly. That's actually quite surprising. Alright, we have to get Call of Duty. Go, 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 go. Go, boys, go. My crappy internet has reconnected, so I'm going to reconnect to my crappy internet, and then we're going to download that. Haha, nice. I'll see if Ark's on here as well. No. Well, I thought it was worth a shot. Well, while that's all downloading and stuff, why don't I just do the speaker test? I should probably do that, get that over and done with. Yeah, it's fairly bad. It doesn't have dual speakers either, it's just the bottom firing one, but it sounds pretty terrible. Let me try something else. Pretty sure that's not going to get copyrighted because you can barely tell what that even was, but anyways, the speaker's terrible. Headphones also work. The enhancements also do work, you know, the whole virtual surround sound and all that sort of thing, so the best audio and all that sort of stuff still works, all good. But no, we want the speaker to be good, but it wasn't that good, so oh well. Since this probably is a 2 gig device, Malwarebytes should actually work on this now. Aha! Good stuff. Alright, well I'm going to use this to scan for viruses. And it's not connected to Wi-Fi again. Oh, it's connected. No, it's not connected. Is it connected? So we're almost at 6 AM, so it took me quite a while to figure things out, but I finally got Call of Duty, Crazy Taxi, Malwarebytes, all that sort of stuff installed. Also, someone, I can't remember who, kept telling me to install device info hardware, so I've got that installed. I've also got Geekbench, CPU-Z, and Tutu, all that sort of thing, all installed. What I actually want to do first is run a virus scan, then I'll do gaming, we'll do specs, conclusion, teardown. I think that's pretty fair. So we'll open Malwarebytes up, see what it says. It'll probably tell me I've got crap on my SD card, but that's fine. At least it runs. I don't know how long this is going to take, but it'll be instant for you guys, I think. While it was downloading everything in the background and stuffing up with Wi-Fi and stuff, I decided to edit the first part of the video, and I realized that the screen was out of focus the entire time. So I'm very sorry about that. You'll probably see a note just before saying I'm sorry for the whole out of focus thing, but I think you get the whole idea of what's going on. But alright, let's leave this do its thing. 20 minutes later, we finally have the results of the virus test, and of course the wireless update comes up as probably, it's most likely a false positive, but it could be a virus, who knows. And what's the other one? Is just the FRP bypasses that I have on the actual device, which I should delete, to be honest, because I don't need them anymore. But yeah, the wireless update is the one that's come back. As I said, could be a false positive. So next up, I want to do some gaming tests. So I'll do Call of Duty, Minecraft Trial. I'm too cheap to buy the full version, and I'll play Crazy Taxi as well, just for about a minute each or something, just to give you a rough idea of what's going on. So start with Call of Duty. Call of Duty. This also gives you a better look at the bezels as well, the chin, the notch, and the sides as well. It's not the worst I've seen. Okay, so the graphics settings are on low, that's automatic. So we'll go into the tutorial multiplayer match, which is in Nuketown, and this will give you a rough idea of what's going on. So this is it, this is Call of Duty. Now obviously I'm very terrible at this. Thankfully this is a tutorial map, so it's perfectly fine. That's fine, we can just shoot random things. Is that one of my teammates or something? Oh, kill. Hey. Look, I'm doing things. Yay. Oh, I think I got to reload. It's a knife. Stabby stab. Obviously, if you look up into the sky, it's fairly good. You can also see it's slightly cut off just there. But then you look at the ground and all the textures and stuff, and it starts to lag a little bit. I mean, we've got a lot of AI bots on screen. I just stabbed him, that's fine. But yeah, you get the idea. Look, gaming is actually reasonable on this so far. But still, I wouldn't use this as a daily driver, obviously. I wouldn't use this anything past just stuffing around on it. Just don't put your personal details in it. Just, I don't know. Don't spend the money on it, is what I'm saying. Don't spend $100 and something odd on this thing. It's not worth it. Call of Duty works, but we'll see what Minecraft has to do. Oh, this is different. Okay. So, this is all on the default settings, and it looks like it's struggling. Okay, it took a while, but here we go. Oh, that's actually quite smooth. I always say that. I always go, oh, it's quite smooth, and then actually play it, and it's... nah, far from it. Jump. Jump. I'm just listening to Jim Browning's latest video on scammers. It's quite fitting, actually. What? Pig. Where is he? Buddy, come back. Friend. 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 Friend, friend, friend. Oh. I still think this would be an MT6580 with 2 gigs of RAM. I could be wrong though, but it seems to be rendering everything quite good. Everything looks fairly fine, to be honest. I mean, out in the open it's, you know, a lot smoother, and then you go back there and it's pretty laggy. But no, that passes the test, actually. That was, that exceeded my expectations, actually, considering that the loading screen was really laggy, and yeah, this actually isn't too bad. The last one's Crazy Taxi, which... yes, it'll be fine. Please enter my age. 69. Hasn't asked me for my age before, but alright, sure, why not? Get off the screen. Get off. Okay, good. Sounded like it said asshole. I just want to run into things. Whee! Oh, it's a little laggy, but it works. Yeah, just run into everything. Everyone's screaming. Yeah, this is fun. This is how you play Crazy Taxi. I am a Crazy Taxi. Alright, I'll stop and pick up a customer. Here, get in. Alright, now GTFO. Love the sound of the engine. Whee! San Francisco! This reminds me of the San Francisco level in Driver. I played the hell out of that game on PS1. Whee! I did it! Nice. Well, that runs. So I'm happy with that. I tried Grand Theft Auto 3 as well, but that's not launching. That's probably because it's a little bit of an iffy install, but that's okay. Alright, so gaming-wise, it works. So we'll move on to Geekbench 4. Geekbench 5 didn't want to download from the Play Store, so that's okay. We'll just, ooh, that's a different processor. Okay. X23, Android 6, Mali T720, 540 by 1140. Battery, yep, okay. The CPU is MediaTek MT6735P. Alright, we'll have a look. We'll see what the Geekbench says. The Geekbench. Alright, that's our score. This is Geekbench 4.3 as well. I will look through my older videos and display any scores here from previous devices to give you an idea of what we've seen before. But, nope, 2 gigs of RAM, quad-core processor, MT6735P, which... it's not an MT6580. Alright, well, I guess we're going to have to go through the specs then and see what's going on, because that's a first, I believe. I'll have a look through my previous clones and see if I've had anything match that one, but I believe that is the highest processor we've ever seen on a welcome device / cheapo clone knockoff device. Instead of me jumping a little bit ahead now, I'll open up the applications and see what it says in here. So Antutu was going to say all the usual BS stuff, as so. The resolution is 540 by 1140, so when I said maybe 720p, yeah, not close. The IMEI did appear earlier, so if you want to have a look, that's fine. Android 9.1, Mali T720, usually it's Mali 400MP, and there it is there, 6735p. See, multi-touch, 3-point multi-touch. It's not too bad. Rear camera 5 megapixel, front one 2 megapixel. That is about right. The Android SDK version is 23. NFC is supported. Really? Okay, well it wasn't in settings, so we will have to check that. Alright, try CPU-Z. There's the fake one, 6595, 10-core processor. This is why we never use CPU-Z, but that's fine. Total RAM 6 gig, yeah, now this is pretty garbage, that's fine. We'll try system info. This is usually the one that I trust the most. Full tech 6735M. Okay. Yep, MT6735, Android 6, Marshmallow. And that is a quad core, which is quite good. Mali T720, yes. Internal memory says 256 gig, but I don't think that'd be the case. Total RAM is 2 gig, which is good. Screen 540 by 1068, so 540 by 1140 is pretty close. 5 inches it reckons, which is not the case. Battery 100 milliamp hours, yeah, it's always wrong with that. Thermal sensors, does it say NFC in here? No, it doesn't, but oh well. And the cameras 5 megapixel and 2 megapixel. Yeah, that sounds fine. Alright, well let's try this device info hardware that someone recommended to me and see if this shows anything different. X23, yeah, everything there. NFC, MT6605. The flash size is 32 gigabytes with 2 gigs of DDR3. That can't be true. No. This is the highest spec welcome device we've ever had. Impressive. No. No way. Well, that's a first for it to come up and show that it's got a 32 gig flash module inside. When we tear it down, that'll be quite interesting to see what it actually has, but I'll install one more application just to check sort of the flash size before I go ahead and tear it all down, just in case. Droid Info said the same thing, 256 gigs, but NFC is there. I'm confused. Okay, so another app, spec device, comes up with 32 gigabytes as well. And the 6735 processor, RAM says 0 megabytes, but I think I've got a rough idea of what's going on. 32 gig storage, 2 gigs of RAM, the MediaTek MT6735 processor. Not too bad, actually. I can't believe I'm saying that. Not too bad. Let's just say if this actually had stock Android 9 and it was completely clear of all viruses and stuff and was sold for, let's just say, $50 or something like that, it actually wouldn't be too bad. The cameras are so-so, but the experience and hardware is actually there. It's present. And it can game. It can do a couple of things. The screen resolution isn't the best, but it's not too bad. But at the moment, don't buy it. Just don't buy it. But if you are interested in playing around with one, maybe think of buying this. If you wanted to play around with a cheapy welcome device, this may be something to have a look at, which I can't believe I'm still saying that. This may be the best one that we've had a look at so far, which is actually quite surprising. I thought this would be one of the crappy ones. I can't confirm anything until I tear it down and see the actual chips on board, so that is what I'm going to do. But otherwise, conclusion with this, apart from the Wi-Fi being a little bit iffy at times, it's actually been a fairly reasonable device, apart from not coming with Chrome like it should have. Everything worked. The speaker is terrible, that's fine, but it's got an actual fingerprint scanner. The only thing I really want to check out is the battery as well, because it's not 6,000 milliamp hours, it's probably maybe 3,000? I don't know, it's gone down pretty considerably, but hey, you never know. But look, overall, I'll give this the award of being the most acceptable welcome device that I've had a look at. This is absolutely amazing. I am just as surprised as you are. That's what it does when it powers off, but I figured I may as well just do a factory reset as well, because I haven't done the camera test. So hopefully I don't kill this this device during the teardown. It should be fine. I sound a little bit too excited here, seeing that's 32 gig, but like that's the closest we've ever come to a device being advertised on Wish, Joom, whatever, as, you know, the fake spec ones. This is the closest that we've come to actually having those specs. But yeah, we'll see what the battery is. That'll be exciting to see. Oh, so there is a startup sound. Must have been disabled or something, who knows. Okay, it's booted back up, and that on-screen fingerprint is enabled by default. So there you go, no setup screen or anything. Time to tear this thing apart then. Look at all the fingerprints on that nice back cover. Or back glass. We'll actually see that soon. Take the two screws out that hold this thing together. So do we just do a little bit of this? The only thing that I didn't test was NFC. I didn't check to see if that was in settings or not. I will go back over the video footage and see if there was, but I would have noticed it. But it'll be interesting to see once I get this apart if there's actually an NFC module or something like that in here. Something that I can identify. Alright. That's it. Ooh, okay, it's a bit underwhelming. But there's the back there. No, that can't be NFC. No. It does say R20 just there, as well as saying that it's a XBN JR X23 main. But no, it doesn't look like there's NFC on here. I might be wrong about the back of it being glass. No, it's plastic. Sorry, my bad. It is actually plastic. Yeah, it's plastic, sorry. Peeling back this black tape, which is actually a copper piece of tape. Oh, better be careful, don't want to wreck any of the ribbon cables or anything. There we go. Wow. So yeah, there's a copper piece on there. There is this bit of a sticker just here. I'm trying to get this sticker off and I can't, unfortunately, so we're going to have to just guess. I'm going to lift up the battery as well. Oh, okay. That took a little bit more effort than I thought. What is the battery? It is an unknown one. There is nothing on there. I'm going to give it a generous 3000 mAh, alright? That's a generous one. So I got the micro USB port at the bottom. We have the sub board just down there with the extension ribbon just there. The big speaker just there with a bit of mesh on there, which it's a bit of a big box speaker, but yeah, it's nothing great. Then we've got the little vibration motor, which is a coin style one. That's a bit of the sticker, that's okay. So we've got a bit of masking tape holding it down. We've got a couple of screws holding down the motherboard, so I'm going to have to take them off. So this is kind of convenient. I didn't realize it, but there's actually this tray holding down the battery. So once we take off the motherboard and stuff, everything will come along with it. Well, that's what I think so anyways. I could be completely wrong, but anyways, we'll just keep removing screws until it becomes free. It's fine. If I kill this now, I haven't done the camera test. Alright, so there's the front modulator just there, with the front camera just on there, just a little guy with the earpiece next to it. So that's not going to come off actually, that's fine, I'll just leave that attached to the board. We've got the LED flash just coming straight down like that. The headphone jack, there's an unused connector, get that out of the way, just there, which could be for NFC maybe. Try my luck there. Alright, I'll take off these bits of tape. I'm sitting here trying to pull it apart and I'm like, oh, why isn't it moving? That's because there's another screw holding it down, that's fine. There we go. And we just lift off the whole board like that. There we go. Oh, everything's just falling off now. That's perfectly fine. So that piece, this is like a jigsaw puzzle, I swear to God. Well, that's our frame there. You can see the back of the LCD just there and the flex ribbons, which just like so. Nothing super special there. The LCD is just stuck straight on like that. Alright, here it is. The guts. So basically, I think what we want to see is right under here. And I'm hoping it'll come out in one just clean go, but I could be wrong. There could be important stuff under here. Also, the camera doesn't have any OIS or anything. But I think I'm going to just have a go and say it's all under here. Alright, if I kill it, I kill it. We need to see. All for science, or something. This looked pretty brutal, but it had to be done, okay? I'm sorry. There we go. Alright, there it is. MediaTek MT6735V. And there is a SK Hynix module there, which I will have to Google and see if that comes up with anything. That's quite impressive. Wow. So now, I don't want to push my luck any further by taking this apart. I think we get a rough idea of what's going on. The only thing is the battery capacity, I still do not know what that is. As I said, let's just guess 3000 milliamp hours, I guess. That'll be fine. I'll take some photos, put this back together, and then we'll conclude this video, I think. I'm still putting this back together, but I completely forgot to have a look at the cameras. But I think we get a rough idea of what's going on. Alright, moment of truth. Does it still work? No. No. Can't be dead. Don't die. Wait, it's still alive. Okay. Okay. It's still alive. Phew. Just getting a little bit anxious there. Thought I killed it. Nope, still alive. This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success. God, does anyone remember that? I hope it actually boots up, and I'm not just, you know, celebrating over nothing. But God, that's actually... to have copper tape in there. Amazing. In that regards, if you want to learn these specifications, you might want to pause the video here and have a read of them all, because this is absolutely everything that I'm going to see. In regards to everything else though, NFC was not located, so I have no idea what's going on there, but no, it is definitely not in settings. Maybe that unused one up here is NFC. I don't know, really, to be honest. If there's any other information that I need to check up during editing, I'll do that, but this is, let's just go 3000. There we go. I've carved 3000 into it to make me feel better. But I think that's about it, my friends. I think that is our journey coming to an end. This actually turned out to be the best Vulcan device we've ever had a look at, which is amazing. Take that in, folks. But anywho, I'll switch this off. Yeah, the power button works. Oh, good. Glad I didn't kill it. Alright everyone, thank you very much for watching once again. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you've all enjoyed this video for what it was. Wasn't anything spectacular. It was just a very in-depth investigation as to what these cheapo devices do, and well, we got to the bottom of this one. So yeah, if you want me to do anything else with this, let me know down in the comments, and we'll figure it out. But anyways, thank you so much once again. I really, honestly, I really do appreciate it. It's very hard to stay positive in these difficult times, but I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to keep as occupied as possible. So, you know, I'm sorry if my videos are a little bit, you know, not up to scratch at the moment, but I'm trying my absolute hardest. But yeah, all I can say is, you know, take care, stay safe, be good people, as I usually do. Look after yourselves, and yeah, just stay positive, people. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you again, and I'll see you all in the next one, which got a couple of special things coming, so stay tuned, folks. Alright, be good people. If you like this content, feel free to leave a like or a dislike if you didn't. Thanks heaps for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.